Welcome, welcome. Here we are again in the Centralized podcast. Welcome. My name is Pedro.
And I'm Miguel, and you just joined us in our mission to decentralize the world wisely.
Wisely, wisely, very important. So grab your drink. I have my coffee,
Okay, I'm still on
and
water.
and sit back and relax because we are getting nerdy here. And today extra nerdy because we will be hacking our own hack. Can you imagine that shit?
Yeah. So, code is never perfect. We need to constantly improve it, and it's getting pretty good.
No, my code is perfect.
Yeah, I know. It's just for the podcast.
Okay, okay. So, um, the goal of today is to break our own code. I think we will manage to do that. At least on one part, I think that I made some bad math. So, yeah, but that's usually expectable. Um, that's expected already because I know that it doesn't work. But I am pretty sure that we will find more holes. So yeah. So and in the meanwhile, uh, if you are watching us, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to our channel. It helps us a lot, and I think we deserve because we are nice guys. So
Yeah, just
just
because of that.
just do it now. I'm waiting.
You
Go.
didn't do it.
Press the subscribe button now.
Yeah, let's wait for everybody to smash it, and yeah, we'll just keep waiting.
I'm just joking. So,
Yeah, well,
but you should.
yeah, it helped us a lot on the algorithm. So yeah,
We are
let's do.
we are a very small channel, but we have big ideas.
Yeah,
That's what matters.
yeah, I do agree.
And I have a big beard. Just
I,
because of
I
that, it
mine is
it
small, but
it
it's tough.
justifies smashing the subscribe button.
Oh yeah,
Okay, so uh, going to the fun stuff. Let's start with some news, shall we?
oh yeah. Let's go. You want to bring
So
up?
first of today is the win of Grayscale in the courts against the SEC. So two, the guys lost two, not just one. They lost with Ripple, and now they lost with Grayscale. So it seems that the judge asked Gary Gensler and his team, why don't you approve uh, a change from trust to an ETF, which is the GBTC trust, and you approved a Bitcoin futures ETF, which is insane. And everyone knows that uh, spot trading is a lot more safe
Well, it is a
than
lot
futures
safer.
trading,
Yeah,
especially with leverage,
yeah,
right? Uh, and I guess that they didn't have any other way uh, besides accepting and not making any appeal to that. And and that was really fun. And today we had a big pump again on Bitcoin, a more sustained one. It was not like 2 days ago or in the beginning of the week, it was just 15 minutes up, 15 minutes down. Um, Today it was like a more sustained move to the 30K, and the rejection, of course, because it's a very big um, trading point, and it's a round number. All those things matter in
Yeah,
technical analysis.
it's a huge resistance point. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
So
I think the tendency will be for it to come down, not to go up. So yeah, I think there are more people willing for BTC to come down at the
yeah,
moment.
yeah. But I was happy with that move because it showed that enthusiasm.
But of
You
course,
see.
yeah, and this is big for the for the retail investment on Bitcoin, because when retail people get into this for sure, for like seriously, this will have a huge explosion.
Yeah.
And yeah, but as soon as this is kind of approved for the SEC,
They
yeah,
um, what caused this pump was not that not just that grayscale news, but also an interview of Gary Gensler talking about the ETFs that the team is analyzing. His tone was so much smoother than the usual arrogant style that
you,
he likes to
you
put.
know, the courts have been kicking his ass
Not
like
just the
crazy.
courts, the
Even
Congress,
politics, yeah, the Congress has been kicking
all.
his ass. Why the hell are you not approving this? Why are you doing that? And
I don't
the guy is
understand.
just like,
Oh, or better, I understand. I know exactly what he is doing, uh, but it's stupid anyway.
yeah.
He wants to
Uh,
delay this. He's paid
Trust me, I felt
to
sorry for the
delay
guy.
this.
I felt sorry for the guy because it looked like the guy was doing it. The court, the courts, the the Congress was asking him, "Why are you still doing that?" And the guy's face was like, "It's my job. I just have to do it." And the guy didn't have a response for that. He was just saying, "It's because I have to." I almost felt sorry for him.
Man, that's really he's not in a good place.
No, not at
Is
all. Not at all.
yeah, and but anyway, I don't like the guy
Yeah,
anyway.
nobody likes him.
So
There is something. There is something not about the guy, but there is something that I would like to mention is Ripple, and I always had Ripple as one of the most institutionalized tokens, and so why was one of the failed ones?
what?
Why didn't SEC approve that one?
Uh, the problem with Ripple is not approving. Is they wanted to consider it a security,
Yeah.
and they won. Clearly, it was not a security, the token, and the only the some trades that were B2B, like from um, Ripple Labs to other institutions directly, were considered uh, unregistered security trades, but the rest isn't a security.
Yeah. Okay.
And in that case, um, they just wanted to show everybody go to a one Bitcoin. They can't. So at the time, number two was Ripple. So they went to Ripple or uh, after Ethereum to number 3 or something like
Yeah.
that, and they wanted to make a case with that, and they couldn't.
Yeah. Yeah. Well.
So yeah, I really find this interesting. It shows some momentum in the market. Uh, I I'm not a trader, so I couldn't care less of the movements. I The only thing that I know is that price goes up and down, and I never know the
Yeah.
direction. So
You just go with the flow.
yeah, I just buy more whenever I can,
Yeah.
and especially when the day is red, I like to buy more, and that's
Like they say, when there's bloods on the streets.
yeah. The bigger the red candle before, the happier I am, and buying more, and
Yeah.
that's it. So for me, it doesn't make any sense to be very worried about price, but I really feel that these new decisions against the SEC just show a little bit more potential in this market and the momentum for the next bull run. Um, by the way, a few hours ago we just placed a poll on our YouTube asking for you guys to tell us what do you think about one or more ETF approvals. If you feel it will be on Q3, on Q4 this year, or on Q1 or Q2 next year, or never. So if you think it's never, just smash that button. But I think it will be approved sooner rather than later. Anyway, I was curious about getting your responses. So um, if you can, just um, smash one of those replies on our poll. And moving on. So next topic of today is which exchanges are safe in 2023 to avoid another FTX like fiasco or disaster or scam or fraud or BS, anything. Find the words. Um, so, what do you think?
Yeah. Well, as for me, I think most of the issues on the exchanges were fixed during this time. So
For the
right now,
exchanges that didn't blow up.
yeah, exactly. Because if they were doing something wrong, they would blow up. And I don't know. They just the ones that had to go are already gone. And so that's my view on it. What's your position? I know you have another position. So
Yeah, I've I don't have anything against centralized institutions. They are just like banks. So I don't have anything against banks. I just avoid them. That's it. I don't have much money in banks. I don't like banks. They don't like me either. So I think it's a fair
it's
thing.
reciprocal.
Yeah, and we live happy in this
Yeah.
like this. So um, I do the
Yeah.
same with centralized exchanges in crypto world.
Yeah.
I
Well.
consider them money institutions, and they are actually
Yeah.
money transmitter institutions, and um, for me they are banks.
Hmm.
And what I do with the bank, on I have a single account in the bank, I have investment accounts. That's a separate thing. But I have a single account in a bank where I put money from time to time to pay bills. And that's the only thing I have in banks. Everything I have is in either invested in the traditional markets uh, or right now, especially in bonds and on crypto. And that's it.
Yeah. Yeah,
The,
well, but regarding the safety, well, people will still want to use exchanges to, well, to exchange money, all right?
and
So
I
they want
use,
to buy and sell tokens. So
yeah,
what we recommend people is to not to keep the money. Don't keep your money on their hands. None of those are trustworthy. So keep your money out of those, because you don't know, you don't really know. We're saying that, well, we might be safe right now, but nobody knows.
yeah,
So they have private accounts that nobody knows how they are handling the money exactly. They're saying they're making some stuff public, but not everything. So you can never trust entirely a centralized exchange.
yeah,
So if you need to put some money to make some trading, you just put that money in the exchange, make your trade, take it out, put it in your private wallet, put it in your DeFi wallet, just move it from there, because you'll
yeah.
never know
They
if
are
something
there
like
are
that is going to happen.
there are three kinds of wallets uh, that we can easily explain to
Yeah.
everybody. There are centralized wallets, like an exchange is a wallet. Okay,
It's not, that one is not your wallet.
it's
It's
not your
somebody
wallet.
else's wallet.
It's not your wallet because you don't control your keys. So what you control is putting money there and taking money out and so on. But if they want to shut it down tomorrow, you have nothing to say,
Yeah.
right? So it's not. It's like a bank account. If the bank such shuts down, it's not your money. You have given the um, use of that liquidity to them. So that's what a deposit is. So in these institutions, like the big exchanges and so on, it's exactly the same. If you go to lower exchanges, be careful because those are still very um prone to
Yeah.
problems. But the big exchanges like Binance or Crypto.com or OKX or um, Wobby,
Yeah, I think you should
th-
be fine with those.
yeah, it should be. Actually, Wobby now is not Wobby, is HTX. They
Really? They
rebranded
changed?
to just the same. I think it's Wobby, just the same letters as FTX, besides the first. What a bad taste, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, so so these are one type of accounts. The other type of accounts is the non-custodial wallets, like the DeFi wallet of Crypto.com or the Coinbase wallet, which are non-custodial. That means that you control your own keys. So
And you
if they
also
shut down
can,
tomorrow, you can just bring your keys to another wallet. If that doesn't work anymore, and you are good to go, your funds are there. You don't have to worry about anything, right?
yeah, you can use MetaMask for that
Or
crypto.com DeFi wallet.
yeah,
There are
um,
several ones
exactly.
that you can use.
And the other type, these wallets, these non-custodial wallets are good if you want to use DeFi, for instance, or if you want to do your own staking in various protocols and so on. I do that in various protocols like Kronos chain, which was Crypto.org, now it's Chronos POS. It was rebranded as well.
Really?
Yeah,
It's not Chronos Chain?
it's not crypto.org anymore.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, this was a big week in rebrandings. And so to do that kind of stuff, it's cool. But if you have more than
Yeah, be aware that those are still in your browser. So if you are connected to the internet, you are still vulnerable to some hacking, somebody that can get into your computer, and those are still available in your browser.
or in your mobile or whatever,
Or you,
right?
yeah,
So, and then if you have more money in crypto than you can afford to lose, if you are a degen like me, as I don't have money in the banks, so mostly everything that I have is either in medium risk investments or low risk investments or high risk investments. And crypto they consider a high risk. I don't consider it a high risk, as we have been watching the world going into recession and wars and whatever. Gold is pumping and Bitcoin is pumping. I love it. So, but anyway, considering crypto, uh, some new space that is more prone to errors and to scams and all that and hacking and so on, here is your solution. You see this beautiful thing? It's a hardware wallet. You can just plug this to your computer. It has a USB cable, and you can store there all your crypto safely offline. It's not on any browser, it's not on any mobile, it's there. That device controls your private keys. No one, not even you, knows them. You just receive 24 words that you store somewhere, right? You can either write down in some paper and store the paper on a vault, or you can uh, memorize those words if you can, or store them in a piece of metal. There are literally plaques of metal like this
yeah.
that you
You can
put.
engrave. You can
You,
engrave with
yeah,
laser.
you engrave your passphrase there and store it in some place that way it's not susceptible for floods or fires even.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Yeah, and that's the main advantages of these wallets. So I also have
it's
my
not in
wallets
frame.
here. Sorry, I also have
Yeah,
my wallets here. I have also two of them, and the main advantage of these wallets are they are offline. So when you are not using the wallets, you just unplug them, store it in your safe, and nobody can hack your computer and get your keys or steal whatever they want. So this is the main advantage and the main difference between the DeFi wallets and this hardware wallets.
yeah. So keep your money safe. Don't let anyone control your money. That's the takeaway of this.
Yeah, and that's the responsibility there. So you have this responsibility. With freedom comes also the responsibility. So if you want to control your own stuff, you have to be responsible for your own stuff. So that's if you lose that responsibility and you lose that control, bad things can happen to you, like in FTX. So they went away, and the money also went away with them. So
Yeah. Yeah, and then you find a compromise where you have most of your funds on your hardware wallet, some part of your funds on uh, non-custodial wallets, and a small part on custodial wallets that you feel safe having there because it's usually more accessible and easy to use that liquidity. Uh, for instance, most of the exchanges right now have uh, cards like debit or credit cards that you can use to make payments and stuff like that. And I use that, and I really enjoy paying with crypto everywhere. With in my case, it's crypto.com card or a Coinbase card. I have both, and but I have a very small amount on the exchanges that I feel comfortable if they go under. I lose, but okay, I don't die tomorrow.
there is something new. I think it's Bybit that it's using that it's allowing you to use DeFi wallet in their exchange.
Hmm.
So that is pretty cool.
Yeah, and I think that's the only way to move forward is
Yeah.
to allow both.
So you have a very good central, a very good exchange,
Hmm.
because Bybit is really good for trading, and you have the flexibility of using and the security of using your DeFi wallet.
Yeah. So okay, I think this is a nice explanation of
Yeah.
the types of wallets. Hope you it makes sense for everybody, so that you don't feel trapped in any exchange like most people from FTX or from um, any other Celsius or BlockFi or whatever. Uh, Also felt. I was user of Celsius and BlockFi. I liquidated my accounts like 1 year before the crash or something like that because I felt that it was too good to be true. And what's too good to be true usually is. So I am a more conventional guy in that regards, and I move all my funds out. And I lost the interest, of course, but I still have my funds, right?
Yeah.
So moving on, moving to our project.
Yeah.
I'm
Let's go
sharing my
to geek
screen.
stuff.
Exactly. Let's turn on the geekometer. So I'm sharing my screen. Let me just. Uh, okay. And here we are. So this is the documentation of our project for this hackathon. Uh, ETHOnline 2023. We are entering with the project called The Handle. Um, this is an NFT contract for registering names, and the main idea is this: we we have ENS, which is a domain name system in Ethereum. We have Unstoppable Domains, which is a domain name system in Ethereum. We think that domains are cool, but we need handles for social media, which is a different kind of beast. So we decided that that was a missing part and domains were not enough. We think that um, it makes sense to have different things like to have our identity in social media is a completely different thing than having a domain name that is able to um, uh, connect accounts like blockchain accounts. We also are defenders of social media on blockchain or decentralized social media,
Yeah.
not on blockchain.
Yeah.
So on blockchain makes sense to control our identity, not our social data. We have lived, we are OGs kind of uh, in this space. We started using decentralized social media back in 2016, so a long time ago. And at that time, it was Steam. The It was like a Reddit-like platform on the blockchain, and all the data was on the blockchain. And it had a lot of success, especially in 2017 bull run. And it also had a very good test of the limitations that blockchain imposes to a large scale platform uh, in social media. And Steam was not that large scale yet either, but the blockchain was much more performant than any layer one today because it was a lot less decentralized and a lot less secure, and that dictated the end or the takeover that it was subject in 2019 and so on. So um, what this means is that it's important to have our data controlled by us, but there are better tools than blockchains to do that. And we are users of IPFS and developers of with IPFS and off IPFS from time to time uh, since forever. So IPFS is the technology for storing data and for addressing data. And I think data is good stored in IPFS, but using IPFS in a good way, in a decentralized way, not using IPFS as cloud storage. Come on, guys, we can do better. Okay, so we have clouds already. They are
Yeah.
called Google Cloud. Uh, they are called Microsoft Azure, or
Yeah.
they are called
Yeah. You
uh,
have Amazon, you
those
have
things like,
Oracle, you
yeah.
have, yeah.
So that is not decentralized.
No,
And
that's quite the opposite, right? It's like
yeah,
centralizing everything. Despite they have decentralization within themselves, it's not decentralized. So
yeah.
it's the same institution controlling the data. So, and the data is not yours. As soon as you put the data there, it's not yours anymore.
So using IPFS, you can have a bunch of nodes uh, in a decentralized way where your users are your nodes, and you can have replication of data along those nodes because people can pin each other's comments and each other's contents and so on. So I think we can build a better decentralized social media, any type that you can imagine, uh, in a decentralized, really decentralized way, off chain. We don't need blockchains for that.
Yeah,
And
and you are talking about the non-paid part of IPFS, because you have a commercial part of IPFS where you pay some pay something, and they guarantee that the storage for you.
yeah, they
So
have they have like Web3 storage, which is uh, the perfect situation for a backup system. Uh, if you have your social media on your browser and the data is on your browser, then you should have a backup on your mobile. You should have a backup, and using those mechanisms today is very easy. It's all there. We just need to use the technology in the right way. I think blockchains are important to have uh, the important parts of our identity system, uh, so that we can um, prove that we are what we are. But I am very worried about the tendency that we've seen uh, to build the centralized systems on the blockchain, like identification on the blockchain requiring a single human being on the other side, and that human being can have only one identity. Guys, that doesn't work. Come on. I have like 20 identities. And
And
it's not because,
it's not because of that. Come on, it's because it's you are putting yourself in the blockchain, and nobody wants that. It's your real ID, and
yeah,
it's not like somebody can pinpoint you. It's you just want somebody to identify you somehow.
but yes, but there is a place for that. It's called government.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
designing a government on blockchain, it's something that I don't really feel like entertaining, or I don't feel like motivational or even logic
Yeah.
for me.
I do agree. I do agree. That the decentralization of things it should be more of interest. But what I find it's since it's not really easy to decentralize everything, people tend to centralize some of
Yeah.
the stuff, and by centralizing some of the stuff, you can't just go and centralize everything, and we will end up in the same Web 2 paradigm. So
I think we will end up in a worse place.
yeah, because now it's much more controllable and it's much easier to control.
Yeah. Anyway, the handle is the first bit to allow us to be multiple identities, have any number of identities that we feel like, have any connections from each identity to each social media that we feel like.
And it's not
Um,
attached to your person. So
yes, and controlling our data on decentralized data technologies like IPFS and so on. In this hackathon, we wanted to do a lot more, but we didn't have much time. Uh,
yeah, it
because
was a crazy week.
yeah, and life gets in the way. But anyway, we built the ground for a decentralized naming system, which is not domains. This is just usernames.
Yeah.
We register usernames for free. And we use those usernames in a really impossible to squat fashion.
Yeah.
I think we solved name squatting. I'm not sure. We need to test this with
Yeah.
real users
People
and
tend
see.
to try to break stuff. So
Yeah.
we will see.
Uh, so what did we do? We have a soul-bound NFT contract. So we can register a name, and that name is non-transferable. I cannot send it to anyone. It's not possible to put it on auction on any NFT platform. It's I cannot send it. Period. Um, so the only way I can that name can change hands is through a built-in auction system which solves the problem of stale names. Uh, I don't really like having my beloved PRC name on Gmail taken by a guy that is not using it. And no, my PRC, it was mine. I lost the password and I didn't have a recovery and I cannot access the account anymore. Um, that was one mistake, but there are many. Just go to GitHub and see how many accounts are registered and not used. Of course, they say that they can be using uh, private repos and blah blah blah. It's not. Come on, there are thousands of accounts that are not being used and are stale, and
Yeah.
that's very bad. And that's also motivation for name squatters. If they can have the names really parked, they are happy. They have a single cost and they are good to go to sell one of a million domains and make money. On our naming system, they can't because first, it's not possible to transmit, and the only way to transmit is to go through uh, rounds of auctions and bids and so on. So, uh, uh, whenever I have a domain, someone can place a bid on that. I have a name, sorry, not domains. We don't. I always
Yeah, you tend to we tend to go there,
call
but
domains
it's
to.
not a
It's not.
domain.
This is a name. It's a username. If someone wants my username, and they can bid on it, and the way it works is like that. I said that my registration is for free. I can do it as long as I stake an amount to it, and I can stake any amount. I can stake one way. I can stake uh, 10 way. I can stake one ETH. I can stake whatever, right? Whatever I feel that my name deserves to me. And people can challenge me by placing bids. And any bid has to be placed doubling the amount. So if I register my name with one ETH, if someone wants to challenge me, they have to send two ETH to challenge me. And if another guy wants to challenge the other guy, he has to send four ETH, uh, bid for ETH for the name, and so on. So it's an easy math, like twice every time. And uh, if that guy, if there is a winning bid, the owner, me, I can cover the winning bid by depositing more stake and to the amount of the winning bid, and they will be automatically uh, taken out, or I can fold. I can okay. You get my name because you have you like it more than me because you are putting more stake than I can, and that's
Yeah.
it. So and that happens in a 30-day window. So uh, uh, the last bid, the winning bid, after being placed, 30 days after the auction closes. If there are no more bids and the owner didn't cover the bid, and during the next 3 days, the higher bidder, can claim my name from me. And if they claim, they take it, and it's not mine anymore. And that's it. Um, and if they fail during those 3 days, that bid gets stale, and either the bidder can retract the bid, or anyone can bid again, starting from my staking position, not the bids that were on the auction. So either the auction starts again, or the guy that lost the claim can retract their bid and get the money back, and that's it. There are no fees on the protocol level, but we included a way for front ends and marketplaces to be able to charge a fee when they want to sell our usernames. So if a marketplace builds a system for selling these domains, probably we will make the market one marketplace, but people can do other marketplaces if they feel like. So they can be incentivized. So, for instance, if imagine you can still stake anything you want for registering an email, a name, a
Name.
username, but the marketplace can add a small fee for that service. And on each action, like bid, exactly the same. On each action that the user can is needs to pay something, the marketplace can put a fee on top so that the user um, contributes a little bit for their expenses, and that makes sense.
Yeah, and
That makes makes creating a front end for a protocol an interesting thing,
yeah,
not just a thing that we
because
do for the
facilitating this kind
love
of stuff,
of developing.
facilitating this kind of stuff, it's very useful, and we think that we have an open market for that. So we know that it costs money to develop software. So a front end, it's no different. Despite that, we have the smart contract running. It's not easy to use a smart contract directly, and most people won't know even what that is. So the thing is, we want to incentivize other people to develop software on top of this to facilitate the transaction of the names. So yeah, and for that they will have to earn money. Nobody's doing this for free. So it's useful to have these kinds of fees and let it go in the open market and let them handle.
So the way we did this is that we have two mint functions. One with just the handle and the URI that we want to attach to our name, which is an IPFS URI that will have our profile and our social media links, social media bonds, as we call it, and a mint function that also receives an amount and the front end address. So this is to be called by front ends so that they can put their wallet here and the amount that I'm staking here. Okay. So when they call this function, I send the amount plus the fee, and the system, the protocol automatically considers this the staking amount, and the rest is fee that is sent to this address. Okay. And that way we have a single transaction for sending the registration, the mint, and the fee to the front end. A bid, for instance, is the same thing. I bid on one handle and I pay the right amount for it. In this case, should be double the existing higher bid or the stake that the name has. And I also have one that has the amount and the front end, so that we can have uh, fees. Retract, the same thing. I retract my bid for the handle, um, or retract in a payable way, and I send some fee to the front end address. That's it. And this is to get my money back, to receive my bid, and it works like this. If I want to take my bid back, I shouldn't, because if I do it during the auction time, I will be slashed. So I either leave it there for a month, or if I am in a hurry to take my Ethereum back because I was too greedy and I couldn't afford that, the longer I do it in that month period, the more I will take back and the less will be slashed. And that slashed amount goes to the staker, the owner, the current owner of the name. So it adds to the stake. So uh, if people make the wrong bids, they will be helping to grow the
Yeah.
stake of the current owner of the name. Okay, so they shouldn't be retracting their bids, because uh, they will be slashed. But it's important to be able to retract the bid after the auction ended. Okay, they placed the bid, but they don't want the name anymore, so they are uh, not penalized by that if it's after the auction closing, and they can take the money back, and no problem. Um, the claim the claim is the function that the new bidder, the winning bidder, will have to call to get the name for themselves. They have to supply their URI, their profile URI here, and if they are the winning bidder, they will get the name for them. And then we have a few view functions to get all the states and so on, uh, and so forth. Then deposit is a function to be called by the owner or by anyone. Actually, anyone can deposit on my name. And if they deposit enough, I can cover the current bid and keep my name. So, of course, it's not common that any other person besides me uh, to deposit on my handle, but who knows? Maybe I have a wallet on my MetaMask and I have my handle on my ledger, and I want to use my MetaMask to send money to cover a bid on my name.
Yeah.
Who knows? That's a use case. And withdraw is another important thing. We can withdraw any time. So don't. This is completely free. If we abide by the rules, there we stake and we unstake, and or we stake and we want, if we need liquidity for some other place, we can withdraw, as long as there is a way still on our name, the name will still be ours. Of course, that increases the chances of
Oh,
being
yeah. Of somebody wanting to bid on your name, so
of course.
it raises the risk of you losing it.
So we have to take that into account. But the money that is staked there, it's not locked. We can withdraw at any time, no problem. It just um, gets us in more uh, in a more easy way for others to challenge us, right?
Yeah.
Um, and of course, the burn.
And it makes sense. So if you want to secure your name, you will deposit more tokens there.
Mhm.
If you withdraw your money, you will not be securing your name as much. So somebody else might get into the game and try to buy your name.
Mhm.
So it's a risk, and it's kind of a game that you need to play in order to get this going and not losing it.
Yeah.
So
And by having a 30-day period to respond to any claims that we have or any bids, I think it's fair because we can go on holidays and still be sure that our names are still ours when we come back,
yeah,
um, and be able to respond to that when we are back. Of course, we can also burn our names when we don't want them anymore. And that means that when we burn a name, we are, first of all, we can only burn a name if it's not in an auction. So if there are no bids, right? It doesn't make any sense to burn a name that has bids.
yeah,
So uh, when we burn the name, it will be uh, shut down. If there are stale bids, they are refunded to the right bidders. If my stake, if I have a stake there, it's refunded to me, and the name is destroyed. But it will uh, be placed. That handle will be placed in a hold, uh, to avoid another way that we would see possible to transfer names by name squatters, which was do it in a single transaction. So we could build a contract, and that contract would burn it and mint it to another person.
yeah,
So initially we had a mint with a to address to make it easy to mint it to another account, and we removed it because of that, and also the burn got a hold so that that operation cannot be implemented in a smart contract or in a script or in any other way, right? So when I burn my name, uh, it's the operation that I've where I decided that I don't want to use it anymore. But if I have bids on my name, like I cannot burn it. If they won the bid, they get the name, and that's it. And I don't have to burn it anymore. And if I don't have bids, and my name just is appealing just for me, and nobody else in the planet wants it, I can burn it and get my money back. And those 90 days of holds a period are meaningless. So I think the incentivization is okay, uh, and the burn process is easy, right? Uh,
well, it sounds good. It sounds really good because actually it avoids that loophole of name squatting
yeah,
that you talked about. So the benefits are really advantages regarding the penalties that you have of those 90 days that nobody can get that name again because actually nobody really wanted, not even you.
yeah.
So
if
it's
someone wants
really
the
not
name,
an issue.
if someone wants the name will never be burned.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
exactly.
claimed, and that's it, right?
Yeah.
And bid.
So if the
So
name is in the market, it might be exchanging hands.
yeah,
But if nobody wants it, and nobody really wants it, well, yeah, you just burn it,
yeah,
and that NFT just ceases to exist.
exactly. So this is what we built. It's more or less done, and um, I would like to try to break this in. We still have a few minutes. Let's try to check if it's working and try to burn it and try to break it somehow. And yeah, I'm sharing my remix. Sorry, let me just change screens. There you go. Here we are. This is the code. How beautiful it is. So let's compile the contract. Boom. Deploy. Let me check that I have all accounts have 100 Ether. Nice. Deploy. And it was deployed. So let's try this. Here is the interface. So the first thing that we need to do is to mint a name. This first account was the deployer. So let's try this account. And I want to mint. Let's put on Ether and put 1 ETH and mint. So I want to mint PRC, of course, and the URI will be PFS something.
And PRC will be a string too.
Yeah, but that doesn't need this one, because of the slashes or spaces or whatever, it would be different. That's why I put it. But so mint. Let's go. Boom. I have a name. So PRC is registered. Let's check. Is registered. PRC. True. Let's check MTM. Ah, it's free. There is a difference between being registered and being available
Yeah.
because of the hold period. So it can be not registered and not be available, as we will see. So I come here and I check MTM is available. Oh yeah, so let's do it. Let's change accounts to a new one. But put 1 ETH here, 1 ETH, and mint MTM. Let's pretend we didn't see that we messed
Yeah.
up. Aha, I cannot register PRC again, right? Let's see
Right.
our error. Handle not available, PRC. Haha, beautiful. So let's put MTM here. Send another ETH. Okay. Boom. There you go. So we have two names registered. The names are from 3 to 32 characters, alphanumeric, and dashes and underscores, not in the edges, just in the middle. Okay.
Yeah, that is has the advantages of stacking the data in the blockchain.
So we have uh, oh, where is it? Auctions, 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 auctions. There are no auctions exactly. Um, Auctions 0. There are no auctions ongoing. Okay. So now let's bid, right? Let's change account to another account, and this account wants to bid on my domain. So they want to bid on PRC, and they want to bid uh, 1 Ethereum. Oops.
No can do.
Invalid ETH amount. Required 2, and we sent 1. So they know they didn't send enough. And what is enough, right? Enough is 2. Bid. Yeah. There we go. So we place the bid on my name. And now, if we go to auctions, there is one auction ongoing. Okay. And we can get that auction. And there we have all the data of that auction, right? It's the handle PRC. This is the winning bid. This is the timestamp. This is the
The bid.
amount of the bid. And that's it. Right? So we have everything. And the front end has everything to show the bids that are ongoing, and so that people can bid on the names that are being in auction, right? So, but actually, there is no way for us to get all the registered names. I find it reasonable. Why should we? Why should we show the world what is registered or not? Let them find out. They can
Yeah.
check if the name is available. They can check if the name is registered. They can check whatever. And if they find a name that is registered, they can get the information of that name with handle data function. Okay, they can handle data. They can call handle data PRC, and they have the stake and all the details of that name, MTM as well, right? So people can get information from a name, from a username, but they cannot have a list of usernames. That is a privacy issue, and they cannot have uh, information if the name is on or not registered. Doesn't make any sense, right? Of course, if they scan all the storage of the contract, they will
Yeah,
have the
it's possible
information.
to
But
get the
yeah,
information.
why should we make
Make their
their
lives easier.
lives easier? So that's the way. So this is the main idea. We have a bid ongoing, and now what can I do? I can deposit on my name to cover the bid, right? To finish it. So what will I do? My account is the first one from here. Yeah. I will put how much?
4.
2 is enough. I don't have to double.
Right. Because you are just covering.
So I can put 2. No, I just need to put 1 actually because I already have 1. So I put 1 and I deposit on my handle, PRC. There we go. What happened here? Let's check. So we have a deposit and we have a covered event. You see? So I deposited 1 and I covered the 2 bid on the handle PRC that was refunded to the bidder. Let's check. We have the bidder here, which has almost 100 Ether again, right? He sent 2 Ether and received 2
Yeah.
Ether, but the rest is transaction fees, right?
Yeah.
And I have almost 98. So it's the 2 ETH that
Exactly.
are staked on my contract, right? And now with this, we don't have any auctions ongoing. Let's check. Where is auctions? 0. So there are no auctions right now. We finished the auction and my name is free again. Okay. So there is
Not
no
free. It's yours again.
yeah, it's mine. So the index out of range because there are no auctions. And right now I am in a position of deciding if I want to keep that stake or if I want to withdraw some part of the stake.
Yeah.
So
Keep in mind that having a lower stake, it's what made the other player to bid on
yeah,
your name. So this is the game
yeah,
that we want to be playing around. So if you increase your stake, you will outrun other bidders.
yeah,
But if you lower your stake, other bidders might see advantage to overtake you. So
yeah.
yeah,
They
this
will
is the
not
game.
see right now they will not see that my name is in auction because it is not, right? But they might search for it to check if it is available. And in that situation, they see, oh, it's registered, but it has a very low stake. I want this name. Let's bid, right?
Right.
So I can withdraw at any time as long as I leave there one way.
Just a little bit
So
of hacking. You can always make a piece of software to listen to the event. So as soon as the owner withdraws, you can listen to that and know that he withdraw some stake and make your decision.
that's your geeky part talking now.
Oh yeah,
But I really find this game very interesting, and it's a game where we don't have to pay money, and I really think that we solved the problem of name squatting with this new way of thinking about names and user names or social media names, social media handles. I really feel that it's interesting.
yeah,
But we developed a protocol. Now the people have to decide if they want to use this or not. I
yeah.
I think I will be using, And I think that whenever we feel like developing some decentralized social media, I will use this protocol. But people have to think by themselves. And we didn't have time to deploy this on any chain. So, yeah, this is what we did. We will continue this. I will be doing an SDK for this, and probably we will launch decentralized social media on using this protocol for the identities. And yeah,
Yeah, and we might be hacking this in the future, so stay tuned.
exactly. So, Miguel, how would you break this?
Uh, I would have to analyze this deeper.
Let's find something to break it. Stakeoff, MTM, on Ether, right? Stakeoff, Coca Cola, zero. Oh, Coca Cola is free. We can register it. Can you
Yeah.
imagine? Um, so we didn't check retract and so on, but yeah, those are the functionalities of this naming system. I really find it very interesting, and hope you guys enjoy it.
Yeah, me too.
The code is on GitHub. I will put it in the show notes if you guys want to check it out. And yeah, I think this is enough for today. Um, hope you enjoyed watching our new naming system. The protocol is the handle, and will be launched soon on a chain near
Yeah,
you.
check it on GitHub. Make some comments here on the video. Smash the like button, and you can interact with any social media that we make available on the links below.
We only accept comments and issues and PRs on GitHub if you subscribe to our channel.
Yeah,
I'm
we won't
kidding.
ignore you, but
I'm kidding.
we will mistreat you.
But yeah, if subscribe if you can.
Yeah, of course.
We would love to hear from you. And leave your ideas, send your questions to us as usual, all the things. Get in touch in Telegram or Twitter. We love to get to know you and get to help you in anything you need in your crypto journey as a crypto developer. And yeah, thanks for joining us in our mission to decentralize the world
Wisely.
wisely. And hope to
Always
see
glad to
you
be here.
on the next
So
episode.
see you
Cheers.
on the next one.
Bye bye.